Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of our Arsenal Career Mode, episode 1 of season 2. And I absolutely loved the first season. Thank you guys all so much for your support. It means so much to me. And this next season should be huge. I'm going for the league title, and I'm going for a Champions League trophy. All right, my friends. So now that season 2 has officially kicked off, there's one thing that I want to do first. I want to just get it done so we can get into the season, and that's to go straight into our squad hub. So because the new season has begun, all of our players we had out on loan have all returned, and it's looking bloated. I mean, we've got 5 keepers, 3 left backs, 8 center backs. We have 8 center backs, 3, 4, 5 right backs. Just look at this. Look at the bloat that I'm dealing with here. If it actually becomes more apparent if we go into the team management and we look down here. Look how many rows we have of just players I want to sell, players I want to get out on loan, players that we are not going to be using this season whatsoever. So we're going to go into the squad hub. I'm going to, add players for sale, and we'll do that first, actually. So Runerson, he's going to the transfer list. Nkonkwo, transfer list. See, look, I don't necessarily think Arsenal should sell these guys in real life, but the truth is that they are not going to feature in our squad. So, I mean, perhaps since they aren't going to feature, it's better to just get them to play some football somewhere else. And there's a lot of those players. Nkonkwo, 65 rated. He's never going to quite make it in. I'll keep Hein around just because he's 1 overall higher, and he can act as our 3rd keeper, but Nkonkwo has to go. I'll even give Hein an option to go out on loan. In terms of left back, Sosa, I'm sorry, I've got to add him to the transfer list. He's just not high enough rated. Same with Pablo Mari, he is going to go. Trusty, I also think has to go. Rekic, I'll add him to the loan list. Norton Cuffy is staying this season. Maitland-Niles, transfer list. Alabiosu, off the loan list, onto the transfer list. Cozier Dewberry, transfer list. Marcelo Flores, transfer list. Idaho, transfer list. Matt Smith, already joining Besiktas. Aziz, transfer list. Now, we might get some loan offers for these guys, so if that's the case, then we will loan them out. Sambi Lokonga, I'm not sure what we want to do with him this season. Bettino is going to stay. Andrews already joining OL. Pepe, transfer list. Nelson joining Juventus. Ruiz on the transfer list already. Barber is already joining someone else. John Jules, transfer list. All right, so like I said, all these players are not necessarily people that I want to let go. If we were doing like a million seasons, obviously they would grow into the team, and that is fun to do. But since we're going for Champions League title this year or next year, hopefully, I think that it just only makes sense to clear out the squad just a little bit, make some room, kind of get a better idea of what we have in terms of players that can play on the pitch for us in these important games that we're going to have coming up. Now, next, I'm going to do a bunch of contracts, and that's tedious, boring stuff. I don't want to bore you guys. I want to get straight into the transfers of this episode. So I'm going to go and offer all the contracts. I'll show you some of the contracts I offer to some of our biggest players, and we'll get through that, and then we'll be ready to make some signings. All right, this is the deal that I'm going to offer to Aaron Ramsdale, giving him $500,000, 75K on the wages, a little bit of an increase. Important squad role player is what he actually asked for, and he is going to accept that. Beautiful. All right, Kieran, come in here, sit down with me. Let's have a conversation about your contract. He wants an important role, of course, my boy. Now, this is what we're going to offer Tierney, 90K, a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a raise. $750,000 on a sign-on bonus. Boy, would I like to actually be able to earn that myself. Important squad role player, also what he asked for. Let's get another big player down on a contract. All right, Saliba, come in here and sit down with me. I need to speak about that contract, my boy. Hopefully he signs a new contract with Arsenal in real life. I'm really hoping that he doesn't go to a bigger club because this guy is immense. He is insane. All right, this is what I'm going to offer to him. A huge raise. He actually asked for 79,000. I'm going to give him 85, and he wants 4 more years. He actually asked for that himself. So Saliba is in. He wants to stay at the club. It's actually not quite what he was hoping for, but he seems happy about that. Gabrielle looks fine. Look, the reason I'm doing all of these is because look how many people's contract is ending in a year. We've got Party, Saka, Martinelli, Xhaka. Those are some huge players. We can't let them go, especially not for free. Right, this is what we're going to offer Xhaka. He's getting a rotational squad role, which does kind of make me a little bit sad, but it's just the truth. That's probably how much he's going to play. We're going to try and keep him happy. He only accepted 1 year onto his contract, so we're only going to have him for this year and the next if he doesn't want to sign a longer one. 85,000 per week, 400,000 signing bonus. All right, this is what I'm offering Party. I'm not giving him a raise. I think, you know, based on the wages in our club, he's already on a pretty high wage at 120,000 per week. He wants 2 extra years. I'm going to give him $500,000 on signing bonuses. You know, he's 30 years old. That should be enough for him. All right, my boy, the golden boy of Arsenal, coming in here to negotiate a new contract. I think in real life, he actually has just signed a new contract. So we've got him down. At least if he does want to leave us at some point, we'll have to get some money for it. I'm going to see if I can offer, you know what? Will he take important or will he get mad? It's really just so to keep them as happy as possible because he's going to be a crucial player. But is he going to be mad then if he misses cup matches and stuff like that? I'm not sure. He'll be playing most of the time, though, so I think crucials is fair to give him. Yeah, we'll try and keep him happy. Add 4 years onto that deal right there. Beautiful. No release clause. And what are you thinking about the salary? He doesn't want to tell me. Well, we'll knock you up to 100K per week. And we'll give you 750 just like we gave to Tierney. And that should make you happy enough, I think. What do you say, Saka? Beautiful. He's happy. Saka's staying 4 more years. All right, his compatriot, Gabrielle Martinelli. Let's get him in here. He wants an important squad role that I can give you, my friend. What else do you want? Let's give him... You probably could get him on 5 years. All right, perfect. No release clause, and he's not going to give us a wage. So I'll give him also a nice raise as well. Probably could be making more than this, but I think that's fine. He should be happy with that. 75K a week, 400,000 sign-on bonus. Ooh, he is not happy with that. Wow. He wants a lot more money than I thought. Look at this guy. What's going on? He wants to make more than Saka. Saka's a year younger and 2 overalls higher than him. All right, I'll give you the 750 that we gave the other boys. But you aren't getting that goal bonus. All right, there we go. And I think that is everybody with a new contract. Yep. Okay. The only people we have left that have yet to get a new contract are players that I'm trying to sell on. And I know we'd make more money for them if I had them on a little bit of a higher contract, but to be honest with you guys, I don't think we need the money at all. I think we could make the signings we need to make in this window without even selling any of these guys. It's really just about clearing up the squad. And before we do that, Saka into a right winger goes up in overall. And let's set a new development plan for him as well. All right, 13 weeks for inverted winger. Let's get him up to that 88 as soon as we can. All right, so I've put everyone on the absolute best development plan. And now let's take a look at our season objectives this year. So they want no youth development objective. That's pretty interesting, to be honest. All right, 10 games without a defeat this season. Okay, so that just means 10 games unbeaten. 3 signings, in 3 seasons, signed 4 of the best players in the world, 82 overall plus. That was definitely going to be possible. That is a pretty good objective for us. They want us to win the Champions League, win the league title, win the FA Cup. They want us to get the treble. And they want us to increase our club worth. Well, that's definitely going to be possible. So they want us to win the treble. I actually want to win the treble as well. Let's take a look at our emails here. We've got the preseason tournament, matches rescheduled, and they were happy about last season. Perfect. Transfer time. All right, so we have got essentially the longest the longest transfer list you could ever imagine. We've got a ton of players here today. Number one, we have our left-footed center back now. We've got these three options. We've got Pau Torres, Schlotterbeck, and Gvardiol. And I think we've just got to go with Gvardiol here. Now, the reason being is, one, Pau Torres has just moved to PSG. He's also the highest rated. This is a backup center back that we're going here right now. I think Gvardiol is realistic enough. He's good ball-playing center back. I think Arteta would like that. He looks good. He's got high potential. He's young. He fits the mold of the Arsenal team. It wouldn't be the first time that Arsenal has signed someone from the Bundesliga. So because of that, Schlotterbeck, I think just a little bit too high rated, a little bit too proven at the moment. He's having a good time at Dortmund. I think we'll let him stay there. Douglas Louise, 25 years old, 80 rated. He's not getting into this Champions League team. Kimmich. Now, as much as I would love to have Kimmich, we're not going to be signing him. I don't think it's realistic enough. Until there's some big transfer saga between us and Bayern, I just can't justify it on a realistic career mode, so he's going to also have to go. Next, we have Pekare, which is a player I would love to have as a backup for just that center mid position, but you know, we already do have a lot of backups. I do think of him kind of as a replacement for Lokonga, so you know, maybe that isn't what you guys want to see, but I just think he would be a better replacement there for Lokonga, being able to play center mid and CDM. Declan Rice, I want him. I did a poll on the channel. If you guys didn't see it, make sure you check. I'm going to be doing some polls on the channel just to gauge some sort of transfer targets. And I gave three options. One was Kimmich, one was Declan Rice, and the other was Frankie de Jong. And you guys chose Declan Rice, which is fair enough. We're also going to pass on Tielemans. I think it's just too generic of a signing to make. So far we have these three players. We've also got Kochu. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I will learn if we sign him. He's a young player, 5-star weak foot, another player I see as a replacement for Lokonga. So depending on what happens, we might get him. I'm scouting both Pekare and Kochu, so we'll see what they are when they come back. Samuel Adam, someone I'm not going to be buying. He's got a great name though. Look at this regen in the free transfers. I don't know who he's a regen of, but obviously someone important. He might just be randomly generated, but 92 ball control, 93 dribbling. His finishing is only 75, but shot power at 86, 91 balance, 91 agility, 89 sprint speed. He's broken. 85 short pass. Let's hope that none of our rivals end up picking him up. It's definitely not realistic for me to do so. Then we have Makoko, someone we're still kind of looking at, but I think I'm going to remove him because now we have Balogun back. I don't think there's any need for a third string striker. So bye Makoko. Nusa I added because he's a really exciting player. He's got one of the highest potentials on FIFA this year, but his real face, his fake face, shall I say, is so terrible that I can't bring myself to buy him. So if you're doing RTG, you might want to buy him. He starts off at a lower rating, I think 68, and I think he goes up to the high 80s, if not 90s. So definitely take a look at him. But this is what we're looking at now. All right, this seems a little bit more reasonable. And I think why not start off with the Croatian center back and see what we can do. All right, first things first. I want to see if we can offer Rob Holding because this is who he will be replacing. So 58 million, 16, bring us down to 50, 40. I'm going to offer Rob Holding at 45 million. I think that's a pretty good offer. Ooh, they will take Rob and 55. Oh, I'm so glad they're taking Holding. But a lot of tension just arose in that little bit of dealing. What about 52? Is that good enough for you guys? Beautiful. Looks like Gvardiol might be our first signing of the summer transfer window. I'm excited for him to come in. I'm excited to see how he looks, how he plays. He is going to be more for those cup competitions. Sorry, Chambers. But he barely played. He played like 11 games last season, and I was just not convinced in any of them. And I think he's just going to have to move on. He's going to go to Germany. Won't be the first English player to be going to Germany recently. A little bit on the the worst side of his 20s, but let's see. What can we give him? Can we get a rotation? Can we get him on rotation? He wants important. Well, we're just going to have to give it to him then. He might get a little bit pissed on his game time after this. He wants a 5-year contract. We will accept that. No release clause, of course. And in terms of a wage, I think we can give him what Holding was on. 70K, 400K, sign on. Come on, sign the papers, come to Arsenal, win the Champions League with us. And he's coming in, man. He's coming in. And why is my guy's hair looked so blonde there for a second? Doesn't look really at all like me, but I tried my best. Maybe in a future career mode, we can try a little bit harder, but beautiful. Here's the man walking into the club. Say what's up to him. How do you guys feel? Are you guys getting tired of these intro sequences yet? When the player walks in, or you still have those star eyes for these new features? I mean, it is cool. It is fun. But once you get a new transfer, you know, you kind of just want to throw him into the side. But it is cool to, you know, see him standing next to me here. And new player for the club. Couldn't be more excited. I think he'll do well for us. We're getting high grades too. Does that mean we get our first A? Wow. We actually get our first A. Beautiful. Exactly. He's a good squad player. That's exactly why we bought him. And we got the best out of that deal. I'm really happy with that. He's him and Ben White right next to each other in that exact order are going to be our center back partnership for our backup team, which is insane. Next, I want Rice. So I think because he won the poll, let's see what we can do about bringing him in. How much is it going to cost us to get Declan Rice off of David Moyes? All right, David. Let's have a discussion here. Let's talk about this, all right? Who can we sell off? Any midfielders? Ooh. Lokonga? Do we add Lokonga into this deal? I think I'm going to try it, guys. You know, bringing in Rice brings Lokonga one step further below the pecking order. So I think it just only makes sense. And I'm gonna offer 50 in Lokonga and see what they say. That's 73 million evaluation. 10. Damn it. I think I paid too much. I don't think it matters much that I paid too much, but I did. I think I went too high over, and I don't think we're gonna get a good rating. But let's go right into it. Let's negotiate Declan Rice. What's going on, my man? Come in here. Take a seat. Declan Rice, someone who has been rumored to move to a big club for ages. I mean, look, not to offend West Ham. I think that they're a pretty big club, but are they in that top big six in the Premier League? They're not. And in the world, they're getting there, but they're going to need to get a few more pieces of silverware along the way before they become one of those star clubs. And Declan Rice, he's coming in. He wants to be an important squad role. That's good to me. Let's try and get him on 5 years if we can. Beautiful. He's excited for the future, and he gives us a wage. All right, I can work with this. So we've got Party on 120. I'm definitely removing the appearances bonus. I don't like when money just randomly comes out of the club. I'll give him $1 million. You know, this is a huge signing for Arsenal, a huge signing for him. I think that I can feel comfortable offering those wages and that signing bonus. What do you think? What do you think, Mr. Declan? It's not what he was hoping for, but it will settle the deal. And here he comes, finally moving. Declan Rice has left West Ham, and he's come to the Arsenal, baby. And I really think that he has a chance to move our squad on from, you know, third place to first, from Europa League final to Champions League final. And I mean, that's all I can really hope. There he is, getting on the Arsenal shirt for the first time. We'll have to check what number he's given, because 16, I actually kind of like that. But I don't think we're going to get a good rating on this deal. I think my initial offer was just too high. Bad negotiation. We could have saved 24 mil. I don't think we could have saved 24 mil, but I do think that we spent too much. And I think I'm going to hold off the transfers there until we get the scout reports back for those next players. You know, getting our deals done early. And let's look at the numbers situation. Vardiol has been given number 44. Can I give him something a little bit lower? Oh my god, that was the next available one. No, we could give him Lakonga's number, who's just left. I think I will, actually. 23, Gvardiol. Another thing that I've been wanting to do for a while is I want to give Ramsdale that number 1 shirt. So let's bring him down to number 1. Sorry, Runerson. Alright, Ramsdale with 1. Is there anyone else who needs a new number? Oh, I do think that I want to give Saliba number 2, and Livramento can go up to, you know, he can be like a more squad number. Because I just don't think Livramento needs to be number 2. Declan Rice, in that case, can actually become a number 12. Cool. 16. So those are the squad numbers done. Now let's actually go into the squad. What are we going to change here? Not too much. The first thing I want to do is I just want to bring the players that we're actually going to be using up to the top here of all of this mess. There's so much mess. There's so many players that I don't even want in this section. I mean, we will start releasing players. Patino, gonna play a role this year. Norton Cuffy, gonna play a role this year. And there was one more, yes, Balogun. Balogun I want here as well. So these 2 bottom rows are the ones that I want to keep around. The bench, obviously, I do want to stay the same as well. And yeah, let's take Declan Rice straight into the team. All right, so there we go. That is the squad. And if you ask me, that's a squad that can get into the Champions League final. It's such a strong team. Obviously, if you guys want to give me any suggestions, I could go in and buy some more players. You know, let me know at any time, at any moment, if you have anything you want to see happen. Transfer budget increase. All these players leaving on loan. Cool. These players are happy that they're being put on the list. You're welcome. It was gonna happen anyway. All right, so we've actually got some transfer offers. IDHO, they want him, they can have him. Ben White, swap deal, offering me. No, we're not selling Ben White. Oh my god, Manchester City comes in for Saka. 125 million. Wow, I mean, that is insane. You know, I can't even bring myself to answer that. 125 million they're offering for him. What do you guys think about that? What do I do when there's an offer like that? I mean, is that an offer that Arsenal would refuse? I think they'd ask for 200 million for him, but I don't want Saka to go. I'm gonna have to reject. It's kind of realistic, but guys, we can't sell Saka. I mean, I'm in control here today. All right, so cool. Pekare coming in at an 81 overall, which does kind of work into our wheelhouse. All right, we've got Orkun's scout report back, and he is 81 rated as well. So now we really have a choice to make. Which one do we want to bring in? Oh, I'm not sure, since Pekare is already in the Premier League. Maybe we go after him. Oh, we can't. We actually can't go after him. He's been too recently acquired. All right, so that means Kokchu is the man that we are going to be bringing in here. So let's buy him. Let's go in there and let's buy him up. You know, maybe he won't feature too heavily in the first team, but we need more depth. We need more quality coming off our bench. I think it would be a relatively realistic signing to see this guy come in to the Premier League at some point. So how much is he worth? 40. So what if we just offer the straight 40 mil? They want Ben White and 9 million. All right, well, you're not getting Ben White. They value him at, where is White? They value him. Oh, it won't even let me offer him again. I think Ben White was at 45, so they're valuing him at like 55. 95 mil. What if we do 50? I could do 10 over his evaluation. What are you thinking about that? That's good? All right, cool. 50 million for Kochku. I think it's Kochku. Let me see. All right, it's Orkun Kochku. So Kochku coming in to get a little bit of a discussion about his wage. Let's get in here. Come on, boy. What do you want? What do you need? Rotation. Perfect. That's exactly what I envisioned for you as well. Let's get you on 4 years. This guy's an exciting talent. What's a 95 million release clause? Whatever makes you happy, man. We can always sign a new contract with him if we feel like we need something better. You're not getting that bonus. I will give you 500k because you're signing your first contract with us, even though I think that's a little bit much for you. And I'll give you 60k on the wages. I think we can afford that. Beautiful. He's coming in. Orkun Kochku, welcome to the club. 3 signings, 1 episode, 1 defender, 2 midfielders. You may argue that we don't need any more midfielders, but I'm actually excited to kind of see how this guy plays in game. See, who wins that position, because it's not all about rating. If a player plays better, then I'm willing to play them in a game, especially when it comes to that all-important midfield position. Kochku been given the number 17. I don't think we're going to get a good rating for this one. Okay, we get a C. I'll take that. All right. I told you I'd show you if someone is walking out. Recic is going on loan. So say goodbye to him. We'll see him next season. All right. So because this is preseason tournament stuff, I don't really care for it too much. We're just going to use our strongest team in probably all of these games and just see if we can get some extra funds. Just really see if anyone... Rice scores his first goal for the club in the first minute. And we tie 2-2 there against Real Sociedad. And, I mean, nothing too important. These preseason tournaments, they never mean too much to me. I honestly should just start declining them, but I just like to, have something to do. Our goalkeeper, Hein, goes out on loan. Wow, we've just beat Bayern Munich 3-1. Calvert-Lewin scoring for them. That's pretty hilarious. All right, it looks like Pepe has left us. And I have to believe that that is for Eintracht Frankfurt. Have fun in Germany, my man. You didn't quite make it in the Premier League. You did all right for us. You didn't play terribly, but we're moving on. Hopefully you move on well too and have a good rest of your career, my man. Jesus Christ. Another player's leaving, and it's Trusty. And yeah, just another center back clearing out the team a little bit more. Mass clear out by Arsenal this season. There was too many players on the books. Most clubs are not going to have this many players on the books. And a lot of players that we just weren't able to sell, that I've come in and I've said, you can go and play football. We're not going to be able to play you at our club. And we've got another transfer offer for Saka, and it's PSG. And I've just got to say that he is just not going anywhere. Right, coming up here against Juventus. What can we do against them? Vlahovic. Is he going to punish us? He does punish us. Vlahovic, a player linked with Arsenal. Not doing so well with Juventus this season, but I'm sure he's still got the talent, and he will come good for them eventually. Okay, so we've been knocked out of the preseason tournament cup. We've got a deal for Tavares. He is not going to be going anywhere. Nkonkwo can go. Runerson can go. Real Sociedad wants him. He's not a bad backup keeper, but Turner is much better. And just like that, another player walks out, and that is going to be Runerson to Sheffield United. Nkonkwo also leaving, and beautiful. Those are 2 players that I wanted to get out. Now we have the Community Shield. A glorified trophy by all accounts, but still one that I'd like to win. We got in there from winning the FA Cup last season. Really excited to use some of our new players, and I think I might even switch up the formation into something weird. Ben White going up in overall, as well as Vieira and Livramento and Patino. Patino is a player I'd love to get involved this season. I don't know. God, their sharpness is so low. We're going to have to work on getting their sharpnesses up. As you can see, our Our club is clearing out a little bit. You know, we don't have like 5 or 6 rows anymore like we used to. But what are we going to play in today's game is a good question. I actually want to try something completely crazy in this game, and we may live to regret it, but I want to try a 3 in the back formation. All right, this is the formation that we're playing. You know, hear me out a little bit. All right, we're gonna try it for a game. We'll see how it ends up working out. I just want to try some more midfield players in this game and try out our new center back. So who is going to come into that spot? I want to try Kochu right in there. Tierney is going to go into the reserves today. As far as in center back, we're going to put in our new guy, Gvardiol, onto this side, and then switch him with Saliba. He'll play in the center of the 2. Martinelli switch to left wing. Saka switch to right wing. Odegaard switch to a cam. Yeah, I think that is the team I want to go with. We're trying all 3 of our new signings. They're actually in a little tiny triangle right here, which is kind of cool. And we'll see what this team can do against Liverpool. Obviously, this is kind of like a glorified tournament, something that isn't really essential to win anyway. So it's just a game where we can give some of our other players a chance to get in there. As a matter of fact, I'll bring on Patino. Maybe we'll throw him on in the second half or something. And yeah, that looks good to me. All right, so let's get into this match. By the way, just wanted to show you guys Liverpool. They've got Van Dijk, Phillips. Is that Calvin Phillips playing in center back? And Norris at left back? All right, so it looks like Liverpool is a little bit weaker. I'm not really sure what's going on over there, but I don't doubt it's going to be a very difficult game. I don't even really care too much for the win. I'm just excited to use our new players. All right, so here we are, and on the ball right off the bat, Declan Rice. I'm excited to see how he plays for us. He's going to be, you know, a little bit more of a defensive player, but our attacking players are already so well filled out. Saka, oof. We already have so many attacking players that, I mean, it doesn't really need to be bolstered anymore. We've got good backups. We've got good starters. You know, our backup striker Nketiah scoring 37 goals last season. So we're not really struggling for depth or quality in the attack. It was our midfield more where I felt like I'd bring players on and they just wouldn't be doing it for me. And especially at the center back position. Not having another left-footed center back to replace Gabrielle when he was out, I felt like it left us exposed a lot. And now with Gvardiol, that left-footed center back in there, I think everything has changed. And Kochu, oh my God, Kochu almost had a chance to score his first goal for the club. I like him running forward there. Ooh. And Gvardiol is exposed there, and Nunez takes the lead. I thought I positioned him well in between Nunez and the keeper, but I kind of want to take a look at this. See, I thought I positioned him well for the shot, but apparently not. Nunez scores there. We're down 1-0 in the Community Shield against last year's Premier League champions. Gvardiol with another bit of defensive work to be done. He does well there. Can Rice get the ball out of the back? He actually can very well. And he's running forward. Declan Rice on his debut. Erling Haaland wasn't able to do it against Liverpool himself. But I think it was against Liverpool. But our guy is, and he's not even a striker nearly as prolific as Haaland. But he gets his debut goal in the Community Shield. And I'm liking this formation, I'm not going to lie. You know, I do miss having Tierney and Tomiyasu in it. But it's fun to switch it up every now and then. And Declan Rice coming through there with his first goal for the club, bringing us level against this Liverpool side. And that is going to be halftime. Okay, so let's make some changes. Let's change some people out here. Just give everyone a shot. Like Patino. I want Patino to get involved. He can play for Party. I guess we could take off Jesus for Nketiah. Just rotate the side. It doesn't matter about what people's actually. Let me also take off Odegaard for Smith Rowe. I'm not doing it because they played bad. I'm not doing it because I think that these other players deserve to play more. I'm just doing it because this is really a game to just test out your squad. I just want to see how everyone's feeling this season and just get a better feel for everything. That's all. As Gvardiol stops Nunez, but the second shot is unable to be stopped. And who is that? Number 23, Luis Diaz. It's a shot past Ramsdale. Personally, I think Ramsdale's got to be doing better there, but I'm not going to hold it against him. Gvardiol stops that. It goes right out to Diaz. And I mean, I guess it's not a bad strike. Ramsdale doesn't seem to be able to dive with it, which is perhaps the concerning part of it all. All right, but Martinelli, some fancy work here. Oh my God, Saka off the bar. But he doesn't make a mistake that time. I got the ball back off the rebound, managed to work its way back into him, this time on his left, and he makes no mistake. And Saka puts us in the lead. Definitely a game I would like to give Marquinhos some game time in, but those games will come further along the road. And I'm loving the team right now. I'm so excited for this season. I really think that we can really push for a Premier League title. But first, we've got to beat Liverpool. We're still draw, Jack. You're talking like we're winning. We're not winning yet. This could, by all means, go into a penalty shootout. And also, on top of everything else, I'm just really excited about the new signings. I really like them. I think that they're realistic. They're keeping the career mode alive for me. But Gvardiol. Well done, Saliba. Patino, he's fallen over, but he gets back up. Whew. Liverpool trying to get past Ramsdale there. He saves. Kokchu is out now. Into Xhaka. Good ball through to Smith Rowe. All right, Saka, you're the highest rated player on the pitch now. And honestly, most games that we'll play this season. Oh my God. I was saying Nketiah was struggling to reach his form of last season, but that is a glimpse of it. He scores a shot there from outside, almost outside the box. I think he just had made it in. And he hits it off the post. 3-2 in the lead. Like I said, this trophy is not everything. But hey, it's always nice to win a trophy. Saka getting the assist there. A beautiful pass and turn. And there we go, taking the lead. Look at that. Nothing the goalkeeper could do there. And actually, I do want to quickly check, what are the ratings of the Liverpool team here? Diaz an 86, Jota 86, Nunez 84, Salah is still at 90 overall, Curtis Jones is 78, 86 Alcantara. They're playing Clarkson in CDM, who's 67, so they have actually rotated, just like I have. Norris playing left back at 63. Van Dijk is at 90, of course. Phillips, Nathaniel Phillips. Don't know who this guy is. I'm going to hold up my hands. And he's 75 overall. Arnold, of course. And then their goalkeeper they're playing is a 67. So, they seem to have experimented just as much as we did today. And it just seems like our experimentation is just working better for us. And he'll get an assist. And that will surely seal the game for us. The Community Shield is ours. And once again, we've showed up to Wembley and we've shown them that we've got what it takes to win trophies. Something Arsenal has possibly lacked. That belief from their fans. That belief from the people that we can win things. And I don't know what this angle is, but I do know that we've won this game. Oh my God. Saka absolutely hits a worldie on us, and Gvardiol just couldn't quite get there. Perhaps some question marks about him in this game. Yeah, I mean, look at this. So he's not able to get... He tries, really. There's not much you can do when you're dealing with Salah, and that is going to be full-time. Let's see the celebrations. I couldn't tell you who has the captain armband at this point in the game. Oh my god. Declan Rice is wearing the armband. That is hilarious. His first game he captained. Sorry, that is a little unrealistic. I didn't realize that he was given the armband. But he is going to be lifting the community shield for us. Our new boy. Our new lad. And yeah, this has been a great episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, liking the video, commenting, telling me what you liked about it, what signings you'd like to see, if I'm doing something terribly wrong. I appreciate it all. And without any further ado, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, morning, night, whatever time it might be, where you are. And as Arsenal celebrates, as always, peace.